Hey, so I'm here with someone that most of you probably already know because he's like my little brother. And we travel together, we do herb schools together, we do pretty much everything together. But Aron does something that is so amazing for our community that is so needed, and I don't offer that at the Apothecary. So he has talked about wanting to come in. I asked him if he would come in and help serve the community throughout the South Side for people who are struggling with cancer. So this is something that Aron is really good at. He's very passionate about, and I can't wait for him to be able to help people because I have a lot of calls of people calling and asking if I can help them with cancer, and I cannot because I do not do anything with that other than helping you eat better, but I don't know how to work with, oncology medications. But I'm going to let him tell you all about what he does and how he can help serve that much needed community.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I don't think I ever thought that would be kind of the role I'd be going into. I think I got really inspired to work with people that have kind of complex case histories or medical pasts because I know my own aunt, when she was facing that kind of stuff, she had a condition that only 2,000 people in the whole world have. And so it just made me always want to work with people who maybe go to the medical system and come out more confused than they were before. And so I think cancer is one of those disease labels that we have that, it's scary when we get it, but it can actually be like a blessing in our own healing journey. And so, I think it's kind of interesting to be on this road now and seeing mostly cancer patients now. It's been fun. It's been an interesting community to get to know. It's really cool to see their changes that they go through as part of that. And so, I practice functional medicine and herbalism. Karen's the person I usually go foraging with whenever I go collect things.
I won't forage a mushroom without him.
And then mushrooms, definitely are a big part of that. So we use a lot of herbs and lifestyle, diet, supplements sometimes. Talk a lot about the emotional component. There's a lot of cool things with German new medicine coming out with why disease even appears in the first place. How we term viruses and bacteria and pathogens really aren't how we understand them. And I think we're having to rewrite the book on why these things are coming out and do they actually really even exist in isolation. So it's an interesting time to be in this field. I think we're having to be more like artists now more than ever, and give up some of the old science that we've been taught to make way for kind of this new age of healthcare, which is amazing. So it's been kind of a cool experience to get to know these folks.
It's just outstanding. There's just so much that goes into it, and you don't always have to. I feel like people get that diagnosis, right? The big C word that is terrifying. And, when you go to a normal oncologist and you step into that Western medicine world, I feel like we're still very cut, poison, burn. Still let's cut it out, let's poison it, let's burn it. But it usually always comes back somewhere else. So there's never any, addressing why did you get this cancer? What are your personal root causes, and then how do you create different lifestyle change, like mind, body, spirit, to make sure you're not getting it again?
Yeah, if we look at breast cancer, that's, a type of cancer that oftentimes the surgeon says, hey, I went in, I got everything out of it. They don't know that for sure, and you often see that comes back a lot of times. And so I think it's going to be a lot more prevalent. 2030 projected to have 1 in 3 people get cancer. It's pretty alarming statistics. So I think it's showing us what does our culture at large really need right now. And you look at, cancer becomes sometimes a metabolic shift. We're having a high glycemic diet, high processed food diet. Stress also gets that, glycemic response up too. High stress, high glycemic diet, lots of emotional trauma, a lot of different environmental stressors.
Don't even get us started on the environment.
So I think it's kind of showing us a larger picture of what's going on in society at large.
Absolutely. Well, I know firsthand that people who have worked with you, because he has helped some of my clients, and just to be able to see their understanding, they have a different glow, a different energy about them when they understand that phytoestrogens are not killing them, and they're understanding that there are ways to beat this and to not be terrified. Whether you choose Western medicine, there's so many things that Aron can help you do alongside those medications, or if you choose not to, there's things that he can help you do strictly holistically also. So it's just nice to know that people have options and a different path instead of always just one way.
Yeah, I mean, we all have different healing journeys, right? And that's kind of the fun part about being a practitioner. You're just trying to help people find that resonance in themselves to help heal themselves. Yeah, whether it's, I've had people go allopathic and they got great results. And I think as a practitioner, we got to get out of our own way and say, hey, I'm not responsible for healing.
Yes.
Sometimes you're just helping them, get out of pain, or sometimes you're helping them find remission, or sometimes you're helping them just kind of continue life and enjoy it again.
Absolutely.
So it's a cool time to be a practitioner. So I'm sure you know.
I love it. I think it's amazing when people's eyes are just open. They can step outside of what this standard norm is, and that standard norm is not serving us. It's not serving you. So tell people where they can reach you, how they can get a hold of you, so that if you're going through this or you know someone that wants to seek more of that integrative holistic care.
Yeah. So if people want to email me, it's Heartwood. It's HARTWOOD, heartwoodherbals@gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram. It's the same name.
Yeah.
And then, people will sometimes give me a call or message me or reach out that way. I also have a podcast, Awaken Indie Podcast.
It's so cool.
Which I do with Dr. Lauren Monteith. She's great. She's a chiropractor and functional medicine practitioner also. So that's another way that people can connect and learn a little bit more. And I'm trying to think what else. Those are probably the main ways. So feel free to reach out and connect and hopefully go forward from here.
I love it. All right. Have a great day.